some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see, the number 14 team in the country, the Washington Huskies, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Washington likely to try to boot it deep to get things started. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Power football with the run. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
Lining up from the 34 on first down. Wants to adjust the pattern. Wants to go up top on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. He's brought down. A short return to the defense comes out on top with a pick.
There might not be a hotter player right now in college football than this guy right here. He had 2 picks in their last game. He already has an interception in the first drive of this one. Quarterbacks, they're going to figure it out eventually. Stop throwing his way.
We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Throws to the wideout. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really be physical, because he bobbles it at all. As soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
The Tide crowd rolling noise down on the Saban Field on 3rd down. Caught near the sticks. It's Hester. And he'll go down, but he has enough for the first down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that.
Defense is about seeing it and pulling the trigger, and you can tell they pull the trigger so fast, get to the back, get him on the ground quickly.
Here's the handoff. They get him down, but he does pick up 3 to the 32-yard line.
Hey, man, the big fella's fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Here comes his home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
And he was held in check in game one, but you're not going to hold him in check for long. And right out the gates, getting a sack in the second ball game, that will not be his last sack of the season. This dude is a ball player.
It's 4th down and 14, but they're going to go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Got it in the middle. It's Hester. He's not going to get there. Stop short on 4th down.
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7.
Slide 22. Slide easy.
Oops, someone moved just a bit early, and the offense is going to pick up a penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Off play action. Rushes on him. Alabama with a ton of ground to cover on this 3rd down. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. The Crimson Tide a long, long way from the line to gain here on 3rd down. The offense changing the play. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. On the run, deep down the right side. He's got it on the outside. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. Using his legs, it's Schneider. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line.
Really nice run there. Now, listen, you know, modern-day college football, I know it's all about spread offense and throwing the football and going up tempo and scoring quickly, but, man, you think back to Bear Bryant in Alabama, doesn't it always seem like they've always wanted to establish the run game. They have always wanted to be physical. Bear Bryant would have loved this guy in his backfield. With his physical style of running, man, he fits that just perfect.
Oh, and that's just like a penalty. They get in the backfield and knock him down for a loss of 5. Trying play action. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. And they'll knock him down.
When you're going to run a comeback route, you've got to sell like you're going deep, and that was a great job there by the receiver, really making that corner think he was running deep down the field. So he got the corner to turn his hips, turn his shoulders, and then the receiver was able to just pivot around and make it an easy pass and catch.
The Crimson Tide needs to convert on 3rd and short. It's a draw. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
On that last 3rd down play, if you're going to go draw, the quarterback's got to do a better job selling the pass. I think he was just a little bit too quick getting the ball to the running back, and now here we are, 4th down.
Alabama trying to convert this 4th down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. The decision to go for it does not pan out.
Man, sometimes the best defense is getting a little bit lucky. He was open. He had a chance to make a play. He just drops it through his hand. It was pretty good defense, but you take those breaks when you can get it.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. They'll go to the ground. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on 3rd down. Caught. Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback finding his open receiver on 3rd down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is 3rd down conversion percentage. If you're a great 3rd down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill 3rd down so much in practice.
Wide receiver comes in motion. The jet sweep pass. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy.
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
Really nice play. When you talk about Alabama and their dominance on defense, especially in recent years, it all starts up front. You have to have disruptors playing on the defensive line, guys that can be versatile and line up in different positions, but create havoc in the backfield, and that's what this guy has been able to do throughout his career.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. The give on the option. He is denied, cannot get to first down marker, and it's fourth down coming. Trying to keep the drive alive. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
And I like this. I like aggressiveness, especially early in ball games. Set the tone. I'm going to go for it. I'm going to play four-down football. Nowadays, it makes a lot of sense. You see it with analytics. Go for it, even if it's in your own territory.
Runs through a tackle. He had to fight for a couple down to the 33.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Got the first down and still on his feet. It's a fumble. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
You know, oftentimes when you're playing in conditions like this and it's raining, you'll see a lot of the skill. Offensively, take off the gloves because they want to be able to feel the football. They think it gives them better control of it. And I don't know if that played into the football going on the ground there, but you know that ball security is going to be one of the biggest factors in this game moving forward.
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. The Huskies are on the move. Reads it, fires complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion. So now it's 2nd and long. Send the tight end in motion. They'll try the run. They pull him down at the 17 after a pickup of 3. This crowd knows when to bring it. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, that pivotal top 15 battle is in the books. Here's how things went down. Oregon was anything but dominant today, but the Ducks are going to leave Autzen Stadium winners. A lot to work on, no question, but they avoid one in the L Conference. We'll see a lot of games this week, but few will have as much of an impact on the new top 25 poll next week as this one, gentlemen.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Off the play fake on first down. The throw. Incomplete. Man, oh man, is that one this junior would love to have back.
I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Catch in the middle, it's Schneider. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling there out to the 35. Alabama pushing the tempo.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
And he's got it inside the 35. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. They go to the draw. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Makes the grab. Touchdown time. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. Man, did he pay a price for that touchdown.
I gotta tell you, those hits, Reese, hurt so good. When you can stand in the pocket like that, under duress, and deliver a strike downfield for a TD, doesn't get better than that.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. No time and comes out throwing. Makes the catch and steps out of bounds, but short of the first down mark.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined, run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that quarterback be going the other direction.
2nd down, he'll throw it. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary. You saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
The Tide crowd rolling noise down on the Saban. They'll try to get it through the air. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man on the right. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. To the air on first down. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. This time on target. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good gain there.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
Looking to throw on first down. Quickly complete.
Now, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
And the Huskies with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Back to pass on second down. And the quarterback will be slowed down back at the 43. Referee signals timeout as the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third down, he drops to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Singleton. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Looking to move the chains, Washington now on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. He wants to change this route. Looking downfield on first down. Blasted as he lets it go. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half.
And I think this offensive coordinator is going to be frustrated with his quarterback. You got the lead. You want to get more points. You want to be aggressive. But you cannot put the ball in harm's way near midfield. Now you've given the defense a chance to now go score points and maybe take the lead in this football game.
Wants to throw on first down. Makes the grab. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You can tell they were, and that's why they got the first time.
Looking downfield, and time is running short. He'll take a shot. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
You simply don't see that very often. A quarterback of this guy's caliber missing a guy wide open in the end zone. He makes those throws in his sleep.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. From the gun on 3rd down. He's not afraid to go deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
3rd and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
Final seconds of the first half, and they'll try to put up 3. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And that is no good. And it is still a 4-point deficit. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Alabama ready to put a boot to it to start the second half. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. And the returner will be knocked down. Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football from right of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those 3rd downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective, trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
They'll mark him down right there, and that'll be enough for a Washington 1st down.
I love that play design by the offensive coordinator there on 3rd down. You throw a bunch of wide receivers out there. Everybody on defense is thinking you're going to throw it, and instead you hand it off. This guy is so dangerous, great vision. He knows where the sticks are. They pick up the 1st down, and they kept the defense on their heels.
Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
You're down. Obviously, at the half, you had a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical unit here in the second half. Get this run game established.
And it wasn't lack of effort by the running back. He was trying. You could tell he fought one guy off, but another guy in his face right away, just trying to do something. The offensive line needs to do a better job keeping some guys off this guy. Come on, man. Take care of your running back.
The Huskies with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. Got his man downfield. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
Really nice looking pinpoint throw there. And when I think back to Husky QBs, you think about Warren Moon, you think about Mark Brunell, the Heward brothers. What about Jake Browning? all made really good decisions. This guy, he's got a lot of arm talent, but he's also very smart.
The toss to the right. Brought down at the 32-yard line. Picks up 15 yards on the play and an important first down.
Offense goes toss play to the right. Now, defensively, if you're going to stop these perimeter runs, your DBs better be able to get off blocks and go make a tackle. And right now, the secondary, they look like they're struggling trying to handle the run game.
They'll ride the hot hand. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Yeah, and unfortunately, this guy's been beat like a drum. He's been hit, sacked a bunch of times already, and another hit right here. I'm literally looking at my offensive line and be like, dude, I need some more time. You got to protect me better than this. Give me a chance to complete some passes.
A shot toward the end zone. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
This offense has had some struggles early in this game so far. They're just trying to get something going, and so you take a shot. You try to find your best one-on-one matchup and see if they can make a play. The defense was ready for it. Good coverage on the back end. They look very prepared. All 11 guys on defense right now playing together as one.
Down in 10 and barely a thought of kicking it. They'll go for it. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They'll try to quiet this crowd by moving the sticks on 4th down. Home field advantage can have. There it is. The offense will walk it back. Washington trying to convert this 4th down. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. Just can't lose focus like that. You got to know the snap count. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Hunt is on its way. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty.
Ready, break. Tuna. 29 Philly.
Quarterback making adjustments. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. picks up the first down. Big-time playmakers on the outside. Now, look, Alabama's had great receivers. Ozzie Newsome, David Palmer way back in the day. But nowadays, it's sort of part of the DNA for the Crimson Tide.
Man, the run they had for several years was unbelievable with Judy and Ruggs and Cooper and Devontae Smith. Like, we can just keep going on guy after guy after guy that they had that wore that uniform that was a big-time elite playmaker on the outside.
They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Sends it back in motion. On the snap, it's Schneider. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to pass. Grabbed behind the line. It's Mays. Dragged down at the 43, but they've got it in enemy territory. They picked up 10 and give him a first down. That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush, hit him with the screen, and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback because everything looks like pass down the field. Let those guys get up the field, throw right behind him. He does a little bit of the rest, making some moves, getting upfield, making the big play.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Might be calling a hot route. On the run, it's Schneider. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Alabama comes to the line on 3rd and short. Short yardage play. They'll give it to the wide receiver going to the edge. There he goes. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down.
Well, it's a huge play on the jet sweep, getting that first down. Defensively, I think everybody had their eyes in the backfield. They were not expecting that guy to get the football that quickly and be on the perimeter of the field.
And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
I tell you what, the offense, they get the big run play, and then what are you thinking? Maybe play action, take a shot. How about the defense? They were ready to roll. Even though they gave up the run, they didn't just play the run. They were ready for the pass and got the big sack.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. From the gun, running back gets the give. And he was able to pick his way for just a few yards, and that'll wrap up the 3rd quarter. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. Making side adjustments here. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Firing to the right, complete. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it at the 12.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
The Tide with the 1st and 10. The give to the tailback. Fighting off the defender. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Rides the back on the option, the give. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
Well, This guy hasn't quite put up Heisman numbers in this game, but in a moment where they need him the most, in the fourth quarter, look how strong he is running. Breaking tackles, he's been smart, he still has the ability to cut. He looks like he could play another 4 quarters.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
This is what you love to see from your red zone defense now. You're making the opponent go backwards. Really nice stop on the run, a TFL. Now you got a big second down. Here probably expecting the offense to throw it with a little bit more room to work with.
Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
I like the aggressive play call by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away, count on your defense. Not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done, and now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll start the return inside his 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down. Washington wants to go quickly. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
This defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's a big-time moment. In the fourth quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his hands. Got to get to him. Got to ruffle his feathers, hit him a few times, make him feel uncomfortable.
Wants to go up top on first down. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
Ooh, there's an example, Jesse, of a receiver making his quarterback look bad. Most of the time, they make it look good and cover up for him. All those balls y'all don't throw online, but oof, that would hit him in a pretty good spot. He needs to come down with that one.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. They get to the line quickly.
Hey, down in the fourth quarter, you better have a dude at the quarterback spot. They do, and they're going to trust him, and he's going to have to continue to deliver like this, making plays down the field, protecting the football, but we know he has the ability.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Oh, they dial up 1 second, and a long way to go. To keep it in the air. Snagged in the middle. It's Singleton. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions, got to continue to get these first downs, move quick, don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
Washington coming to the line with another first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Touchdown, Huskies! The offense puts up 6 for that trip to the end zone. They'll go for two here and try to climb within a field goal late. They want to throw it. Makes the grab on the left. He gets it in for the two, and now a field goal would tie it.
And that's a sneaky big two-point conversion right there by this offense. Like, cutting the lead now. They're only down by 3. I think this is big because you put some game pressure now on the other side of the football. This offense now knows they have to come out here, score some points, or this could get interesting.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Coming out with it, it's Mays. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Got a little room. He's going to get loose. They will get him. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Michigan left little doubt. You know, this version of the Maize and Blue can hang with any of the teams of the past, and remember, this is a program with multiple national titles. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Quick completion on the out. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
Got his man. Stopped just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
Yeah, I think you know the situation as a defender, and you know you're up by a score, and you know exactly what's going on with the offense. They got to make some big plays here in the fourth quarter. Nice job playing the deep ball, staying deep, and not giving up the big play.
Fires to the middle. Makes a connection. Makes the grab, and a nice gain gets it to the 35.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Takes the pick back to the 32-yard line, and now this offense will be in business.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
The give, and tick, 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 tick. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. Ordinarily on 2nd and 10, you might look past, but here you just want to keep that clock moving. They go to the ground. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
Big third down for this defense. Listen, you've got to get the ball back. You know what they're doing. They're trying to run the football, but we need the clock to be on our side so our offense has some time. Got to make a stand right here on third down.
They're facing a third down. He might want another play. Now the play fake. The quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground. Looks as if they're going to get the W behind a really good performance from their passing attack and maybe hold that edge in the rankings as well, fellas.
They're going to hold the edge. They're going to create some separation, too, I think, because of the throwing ability. This quarterback came into this game lighting it up. We knew in the preseason this guy had talent, but against an opponent like this, David, it's impressive to see his...
Breaks into the open.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws, just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
This quarterback part of their running game. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
And RD, it's completely changed the game. Like now it's 11-on-11 football. The quarterback used to hand it off and stand there and watch the play. Now he's very much involved in the play. He's running the football so much, and even when he's not, he's making somebody go with him and cover him. So the quarterback scrambling, the quarterback running has completely changed the way people play defense.
And that is interception number 3 on the day. Looking for more room. The 20. Touchdown, Washington. What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that.
Oh, they could not have come up with a bigger play at a more opportune time. The defense getting the interception and taking it back to the house right at a point in the game when it looked like the offense was maybe going to pad their lead and seal this one. All of a sudden, this game has gotten really interesting.
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Lining up for the onside kick, just a few seconds to play, and they will need a miracle. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play any